Good morning. It's about almost noon, and today we have zucchini squash that Steph sent us, quite a bit of it, and I'm slicing it on my little slicer that was gifted to me last year. Awesome little machine. I don't know the name brand, don't really matter, does it? But anyway, whatever it is, oh yeah, here's a box it comes in. So I'm guessing it's called a, anyway, yeah, thing works great. This year, last year y'all saw me having to slice pickles the old-fashioned way, which I'm not against old-fashioned, don't get me wrong. And it'd be like Dan here. I got sent that little grill I showed you to you a minute ago. I'm setting it up outside. And we're gonna slice these zucchini, and I've got a bunch already sliced. Oops. And then G says we're gonna bust an egg. That sound right? Bust an egg. Get an egg, mix some cornmeal with it, salt and pepper these things, and roll them in that cornmeal. And then we're gonna grill them. I bet it's gonna be good. So if you guys will just watch this is something old Dan don't know nothing about fresh stuff. Dan don't know fresh. He just open a can, Lou, open a can. Nah, I'm just picking on him. All right, let's get going here. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so you can kind of see my little thing here in operation. You get as fast as you can go. Just don't want to get down to where your fingers are in the way. Gets too sharp. It's got a little machine here I can use to push it. Oops. Got one stuck here. Hang on. All right. I cleaned the bar. Bar's clean. And anyway, there is a little push thing here. I'm guessing this is what this is. Yeah, I think that's the way it works. Oh yeah, boy, I sliced it right down to the nitty gritty. Okay. Kind of fun. G is tanning. Well, she's not in here. She'll be in here in a minute. So go ahead and tan, and I'll do these, get them sliced. And she can assist me, or actually she can show me how to do the other. Now, I can put this over the bowl and do it, but it's easier sitting flat for me. So that's why I cleaned the bar good. I'm not worried about that. This thing slices them precise too, guys. Yeah, baby. Okay, we got two more. Oh, Steph is doing an awesome job. Awesome job in her garden. I am very, very proud of her. I may try to build me a little greenhouse before next year. That gave her her head start, and because she got a little greenhouse, lights and stuff in it, set all her little plants way back early, and by the time she was ready to garden, them plants were this tall, and she could plant them as individuals. The only thing I'd probably do in my garden, hot house, a little greenhouse if I had one, is probably some tomatoes and peppers. I didn't have good luck with them this year. I've got my tomatoes, good potty soil, the right amount of water on them, the light. I don't know if the seed was just maybe old. I don't know. They're just not doing well. So, but hey, it is what it is, right? We'll do what we can do. I cucumbers are doing great. My squash is looking good. That's way behind Steph, but still, it's coming on okay. Just over one side here. But yeah, I bought 3 Tabasco peppers. Let me tell you about Tabasco peppers. They make Tabasco sauce in Louisiana. It's just one place. And everything, I guess, is just perfect. Maybe for that kind of pepper. But listen, a few years ago, and I love Tabasco sauce. That's what brought this on. It's expensive. It truly is. There'll be lots of hot sauces on the shelf, but when you come to Tabasco, it gets expensive. But there's a reason for it. Brenda's dad loved it. Oh, he loved it, and I didn't. That's probably what got me hooked on, because he kept it all the time. So hey, I loved it. So I started reading. I said, why can't I make my own Tabasco sauce? Why not? So I started doing a little research. Well, they won't give a recipe. What they did say, it's all picked when it's bright, dark red. It's ripe. It's ground up. It's salted in a little bit of vinegar and salted and put into barrels for 3 years. 3 years. The salt and the vinegar preserves it, and then when it's ready to be processed, I guess they strain it. You got all the little seeds and all the pepper itself. So the only thing left is the juice. I said, hey, Pawpaw can do that. So I planted 2 or 3 little Tabasco peppers. I harvested them just exactly the right time. I took a food grinder and ground them up, but I'm gonna tell you something. Do not like this and smell of it. It would take your breath away. I'm serious about that. I don't know, it'll suck your breath out of you. Strong. I salted them down with what I thought would be about the right amount of salt. And I think I used pickling salt. And then I poured a little vinegar in them. And I put them in half-gallon jars. And I had 3 of them. And I put them in the refrigerator. Back to the refrigerator, out there in my shop. And guys, listen, every now and then I'd open them up and stir it. Stir it. And it seemed a little dry, I'd add a little bit more vinegar. But I just stir it. Just like, again, don't try to delay it to take your breath. Whew, stuff's strong. So anyway, I took it at the end of 3 years. Now I did. I babied it for 3 years. Babied it. And I took it one at a time. I take it and I poured, not knowing how much vinegar, but I just got this mass of ground pepper with some juice in it. You know, I mean, there's juice in it, and because it's making juice. And I took it and I put it in a strainer. First, I take it back. I took one of those, not knowing how much vinegar to put in. I'm just kind of, you know, they don't tell you. And I took a half-gallon jar. Yeah, I took another half-gallon jar and I emptied half of it in. And we're talking about 1 jar now. Forget the other 2 in the refrigerator. They're for later. So I had 2 halves, and I filled them almost full with vinegar. Stirred them up good and let them sit for a few days. And then I'd strain them. And it was delicious. It was hot. Now, it wasn't what they made, but it's as close as I could get to it. Experimented. So then the next batch, I did a little bit different. I'd put less vinegar and more of the peppers. And it come out great also. But I gave some away, and I had Tabasco pepper sauce, Pawpaw's brand, around here for a while, guys, for a while. And it was good. Everybody ate some of it, used some of it, liked it. The last jar, I did 2 jars. The last jar, my refrigerator, take it back. Harvey came by. Harvey, y'all remember Harvey, right? Heard about Harvey. Came by and destroyed my refrigerator, turned it upside down. The jar rolled out, the door come open, the jar rolled out and busted. So I didn't get to use the last jar at all. It just, it didn't make it. It didn't make it. All right, I've got all this sliced up. It didn't take no time with this little machine here. Look at that. I remember when I was back doing pickles with my old knife. Oh, it took forever. All right, I'm gonna sit here and wait for Chi. She's gonna be down in a minute, and I'll show you what we're gonna do to it, okay? This thing is so easy to clean. It's stainless steel. You just take the soap and water under the sink there and just scrub it a little bit, put it in the drain. It'll dry off real quick. When it's dry, I'll stick it back in the box, ready for next time. I love that thing. And it's been a finger saver.
Zucchini that comes from Steph's garden, and the first time I'd ever had zucchini where it wasn't mixed with the tomato sauce like it's prepared in a restaurant. We've never done it ourselves. So the other day, Steph brought me some, and I cut it up into little pieces like this. Then I put an egg, salt, pepper, and a little bit of, we don't have any cornmeal, guys. So we have Jiffy cornbread mix. We're gonna put that on there like that.
Okay.
I've already salted and peppered it fairly heavy, and I have 2 eggs in it.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna put the lid on it.
That lid ain't gonna fit.
Where'd this lid come from? Oh, you didn't use one of our other bowls.
No, I can mix it.
How are you gonna mix it?
With my hands. I wash my hands. I'm clean. I'm ready.
Well, it's gonna be nasty with that egg.
It'll wash off, won't it? Well, you can put it in that one. It's got a lid.
We dump it. Now we're gonna have 2 bowls to wash.
No, I'll wash them. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna mix it.
Because you got a cat right there. And that's
he's out
true.
of the way. He's out of the way.
But
He's a bad cat. He's a bad kitty.
he's a good kitty.
I know. He's out of the way. He's on the other end.
Anyway.
Leave him there.
Shake this.
Oh, G shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got some moves. Don't say she ain't got some moves.
I got the moves. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Shake, shake, shake. All right, baby, go grill that stuff.
All right, babe. I'm gonna go grill it.
I put mine in the oven, and it was so good. Papa didn't even get any. I ate every bit of it
Yeah,
myself.
I came in and went out and left with the plate that it come off of.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go grill it.
Oh,
So I'll just let it get kind of crispy.
it does. Mine didn't get real crispy.
No.
However, the thing is, this gets so much more tender than the yellow squash.
Oh, does it?
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
All right, I'm gonna go out. We're gonna figure it out. All right, we're gonna use this little set right here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna probably do is spread them out here by hand, I think. I think it'd be a lot easier. I don't know how this is gonna be. I sprayed it with some butter. It's not gonna stick to this anyway, but the butter might give it a little bit of flavor to it, I guess. Okay. Boy, it's gonna be a lot of it, ain't it? It's gonna be a lot. She ain't gonna be able to eat it all, is she? No, she's not gonna be able to eat all of it. I have another one of these pans. It's round. It may fit in here. Do 2 at one time. This was gifted to me last year. They're awesome. The last week. They're awesome. I get to going sometimes. I don't make a lot of sense, do I? Well, you got people like Johnny around. Sometimes you don't make a lot of sense. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch this, and I'll turn it as as we go. Okay? I'm gonna try one batch with some of this on it, guys. Stuff that's gifted to me last week. I've tasted it on my finger. It's awesome. I stuck my finger in there. It's awesome. So I'm gonna try a couple of batches. Not only with what we have on it, but I'm gonna also sprinkle it with this. You just see, maybe a little of that, and some of this one here, and that's gonna be good. You can see they're cooking. They're cooking. All right. I got one right here. It's good. Very good. I'm gonna finish this batch here. Then I'm gonna try some of this seasoning over here on a batch. And there's two kinds of seasoning. I'll try two different batches. I'll take them in. I'll take those separate, as you can taste them. I bet they're gonna be delicious. They're doing pretty good. There's a lot of squash here. This little John Wayne grill thing is working good. Working very good. So, I'll cut this off. Okay, I was taking too long to do them on one tray, so, and I'm using this little tray here to carry them in with because it's all hot. I went and got that little skillet out that I cleaned up and seasoned. I got some in here, and I got some in here. Now look, over here. I have seasoned this last batch with this Cajun seasoning, and this batch over here with the garlic seasoning. And I'll see which one I like best. This will be the last ones I do. I'm just about through. Okay? I already took one batch into G. She loves them. So I'm gonna finish up here. It's working out good. I'm loving it. Okay, they're about ready. It's about ready. I've turned them over. I've turned these over. They're just about ready. Another 3 or 4 minutes on each side. And I'll add them to our little stack over here. And then we'll put these other ones in. I season. I'll put the garlic on one side and the southern on the other. Okay, so I keep them separate. See which ones I like best. I bet I love them both. Baby, they good? Delicious? Delicious, huh?
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, I did those in the regular seasoning she put on them, and then I put the garlic and the other seasoning on these here, and they're good too. She likes both. So this is our lunch. Thank you, folks.